It's okay. We can start now, G. I knew that you had to put bubs down. I could just feel it. I could feel it in my heart and soul. Where'd G get funky music? Is he getting down? Getting down to get down? Speaking of funky music, where's the tunes? I don't know. I don't know where the music is. Did we break it? I don't think I like turned it off or anything. No, it's still here. Maybe we need to reload the area. Let's try that. I just want my funky tunes. Happy birthday, G. That's exciting. 35 is a big number. How's everyone else doing tonight? Here we go. There's some tunage. See my shadow downstairs. Yeah, with all your birthday sigmas, you must be a million, right? 867. They're all speechless from your karaoke. That's got to be it. Brought the house down. All right. So Kim went away to go bring the body back to autopsy. We've got a little bit of time. We've got like what's that? 3 hours before there's no one to interact with anymore. What do we want to do? What do we want to do today? We could go back to the wharf and look for these folks. Maybe. Oh, at some point we should do that. I guess we could do that tomorrow or now. We could try that now. Where is it? Behind the greenhouse. We just have to open the door, and then we can get our gun back. Why not what? Well, why not? Why not what? Why not open door? The one by the greenhouse? That one? We gotta go the other way, I think, right? It's this way. Arcade's doors, he won't open the mystery doors. I can't open the mystery doors. It won't let me open the mystery doors. I'm gonna go open the apartment door now. But I can't open the, it's by the body? I thought it was over here. I mean, there is no body anymore, but. The two doors that in the, yeah, I can't open the roof door. I have a penalty. It takes a physical check. I have -2 to physical instrument for another 15 hours. So I can't do that. I only have one more point I can use to do this, so I don't want to do it with the penalty on top of everything else, because I don't have that many pieces of clothing that add to it. It said behind the greenhouse, but I thought that was in here. I thought behind the greenhouse was like this is the greenhouse here, right? So I assumed this was behind the greenhouse. The container door, I need better rhetoric. My rhetoric's kind of garbage. The 3. What do I have that adds to rhetoric? I don't have very much. Maybe nothing. Yeah, so the container door is going to be a tough one, unfortunately. I do want to open it really badly. And then the blue door, I can't. Every time I click on it, it doesn't give me anything. So, some of that subtracts from rhetoric. So no doors. No other doors except for this one.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
That's fancy. Press your ear against the door.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement.
It's an upholstered door? It's a leather upholstered door? Oh, that's weird.
In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Okay, let's go take a peek.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head.
Yeah, but it's night, but it's oddly silent, which makes me think maybe at nighttime it's in Revachol,
Well,
it's
buddy,
loud.
you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude.
It would be rude, but I wanna.
Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold.
Yep,
Maybe there's treasure in there.
exactly.
A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver.
There could be a fountain of quicksilver. We have to go in. We have to go in. We need all the quicksilver we can get, especially if it's from a fountain. Also, my curiosity, it's insatiable. I don't see any people, so that's good. Is there anybody in here? No. Okay. Let's take stuff. Magnesium, sure. A suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. Interesting.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
Well, what's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What's that?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. It is but one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomena of this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth, and blue flares.
Bow down before the flag and finish the thought, or don't bow to the flag. Don't bow.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with
Yeah.
a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Alright. I guess I probably could have got a thought there if I bowed to the flag, but that doesn't seem like my style. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. A shirt! We got a Logic shirt.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Weird. Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable.
I'm vaguely uncomfortable.
There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn.
Interesting.
The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
What do I mean uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Aha! So it's his mug that we found in the trash. Huh. Typical asshole.
This person is unhappy.
Whip out the yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
Can I put it back? That'd really screw him up, wouldn't it?
An interesting little clue.
He threw it away.
Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
Yeah, maybe this is the guy who had access to the trash if he threw his mug away.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
We should always break into apartments. Is this really the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? Could be. But this clothes in the trash lead doesn't really seem like it's going anywhere.
Says you.
Still, good thing to keep in mind.
Alright, move on from the bugs. The smell of disinfectant in the room smells like chemicals. What were you trying to disinfect, bud?
A row of mugs.
Anything else interesting in the apartment? No? +1 logic shirt? Put it with the rest of them. So many clothings. All the clothings. His mug's gotta keep him clean? Maybe. Alright, we'll let him know we unlocked the door. He doesn't need to know that we went inside. Gotta keep your racist mugs clean. And we're just gonna walk away from this crime scene that we just did here. Stole a man's shirt. You have anything to say to me now that the body's gone?
Trying to sneak up on me again?
Nope. Alright. So we'll let everyone know we unlocked the door. Should we do it now? We don't have Kim? Like maybe? Yeah. Right? Yeah, I think it might not. He might not even be around. Let's go over there and we can check to see if there's any red paint too while we're at it. What's the quickest way to there from here? I'm sure he doesn't leave that desk. Yeah, he's just there all day. That's where he sleeps. This huge mammoth of a desk. Oh, these people go to sleep. Not even midnight. Does Eraserhead go to sleep? Measurehead, excuse me. Nope. Measurehead never sleeps. Let that be a lesson to you. Eraserhead. Yeah, the movie, Eraserhead. That's what he reminds me of. Measurehead, Eraserhead, it's the same thing. Whoop. And at the bottom, the Union logo and demand democracy. The bottom of what? What's going on with this couch? A giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. What are you listening to, buddy?
The payphone hangs mutely on the wall.
Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Whale Fjord? Oh, this word here. Svalsund. It's a whale's fjord. Fjord. Or Jord.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
I'm so
If
drawn to
anything,
it.
It seems to have grown slightly.
Hey there, sugar. Wait, I should have equipped.
The container door appears unmoved by your attempt at
It
flattery.
doesn't even like my flattery.
A tough nut to crack for sure, but the strongest containers often have the softest hearts.
What? You're a fine piece of engineering, do you know that? Come on, don't shut me out, let me in. It's just another day, another cup, another container. We're trying to sweet talk a container right now? Is that what's happening? You're a fine piece of engineering, do you know that?
The door does not respond to your advances. Is it possible that it seems somehow more closed than before?
It's more closed than before. Yeah, I'll tell this container exactly how I feel about it.
Why does this situation feel so familiar? Do you have a history of propositioning inanimate objects?
I don't know, have you met my tie? +1 from Eradicate Thorough. +1 been in the world for 2 days. +1 from the die. Exactly, Stowe. Why are you closed, container? There are cops who want to shop the disco. We must disco. I'm just gonna try to open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors
Terrible.
seem to be mechanically locked.
Just the worst. What level check was this? Oh, it's an impossible check too. No wonder why. I don't understand why it's impossible to rhetoric a cargo door open. Should be easy. Easy peasy. Hey friend, do you have any red paint?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes,
Hey, Leo.
I did. Yes, I did.
Yes, he
It's
did.
like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
That's a question for you, Leo.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing. Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in them. Of course, mister. I'm more than happy to be helpful. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them.
Nothing
They're
to help
just waiting
me.
to be loaded up.
Leo, you're no use to me. Just need some red paint. See a container can't open? Equip a pry bar. Don't taunt me, game. Don't you taunt me. You know I can't. Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. What? What's forgotten on the coffee table? This just looks like coffee. Oh, you're right. I think you're right, Sigma. I have the lead-in paint or whatever. I need a brush. Well, he also didn't seem to have a brush. Maybe there's a brush at the frit shop. Coffee. Coffee. He's not at the desk. How dare you? How dare you not be at the desk? I have diesel. Yeah. Red diesel. It's a type of paint. It's a diesel paint. It's amazing. I didn't think he could move. Well, apparently even he has to sleep somewhere. Alright. So we can't do that. Need to find a working firearm somewhere. He's just on the floor. Yeah, he's behind the desk. I just couldn't see him. Oh yeah, we gotta find this guy's jacket. Find a tape. Hope they're able to start a nightclub. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. Only we met her in person. Ask Suna for help. Oh yeah, but we need to get her. Wait, who's Suna? Hey, Smashed. You have to find a firearm with a job. I need to find a firearm that is a murder weapon. Oh, because it's a working firearm? Oh my god, you're the worst. Why would you do that? Just the worst. Does anyone remember who Suna is? I don't even remember who Suna is. Oh, Suna's the one who gave us this. So we could ask her for help? Yeah, she's a computer lady. I think we did find the right tool by asking her for help. So we just need to get that open now. Which we could not get open before, right? It's all a little bit of a mush in my head at the moment. Let's go run around. Beep boop, computer lady. Boop boop, beep beep. Working firearm, jeez. This place could be a disco rave. Let's just keep on moving. Come on. Come on. Nothing changed up here.
This is the night.
Okay. The system is down. Also, you'll all be happy to know that for some reason Twitch thinks I only have 49 followers. I think it's a scam. It's always been a scam. You'll never let me hit 50. I looked at the thing that says like, you're close to becoming an affiliate, and then it says like, you know, have you streamed for X amount of hours and yada yada yada, and then it says follower count. It says 49. I think it's trying to make me go insane. It's gaslighting me right now. The Everett is down. The Everett is down. Yeah, right? G and Sigma? Can you believe that? Here I am thinking I finally, you know, making some progress. Nope. It's like, go screw. What's with the tree?
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze.
We can pat the tree. Interfacing. The multi-tool is truly multi. And I'm a karaoke superstar. Oh, is it like a tape, like a song tape maybe? What's our interfacing? Can we increase that? Do we have anything? Do we have anything that subtracts from interfacing? No, we just get the one from the yellow gloves. Yeah, I probably will pet the tree. That's generally how I interact with inanimate objects anyways. Big fan of nicely, gently petting things that are clearly inanimate objects. Hopefully the tree likes it. I don't know how the tape will feel about it. Maybe I'll accidentally rip the tape.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. A wintry breeze
All right,
blows
let's pat the
by,
tree. Good
making the
hawthorn.
patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath
What?
the slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Kicking the mailbox was a mistake. Always pet.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Sanges Lane.
All right,
A
72%. Let's give it a
wintry breeze
shot.
blows by, making the magnetic tape flutter.
Do I trust you guys to give me a hand? I don't know if I trust you to give me a hand. I'm not gonna punch the tree. I'm not doing that. Same, you can punch the tree on your playthrough. All right, let's see how much you sabotage me. I need Motorix team. Think we can do it? Think we can do some Motorix here? Let's see if I can trust you. Let's see. Can I trust you for Motorix? Betray the trust. Yeah, that sounds about right. Nope, can't trust you. Can never trust you. You're all the worst. This is why we can't have nice things. Now you get to sit here for 30 seconds while I wait for that to cool down before I try anyways. That's what you get. Your chaos. Delays. Poor G. G's the only one on my side. What did you folks increase? Psych? Why is it always psych with you? Is that part of it? Like psych, you wanted Motorix? Damn it.
Like an immaculate labyrinth, the magnetic tape twists and turns around the branches.
This is all your fault. This is all your fault. Everybody here.
You just can't get it loose. All you've done is
Ow.
make your fingers bleed from the thorns.
You made me hurt myself. You were all the worst. Do we have other interfacings that we could unlock? The mirror. That we, oh, but we can't get into that room. We'd have to pay another 20 real to get into that room. The map wall, but that's to steal it, which we don't really need to do that. Yeah, I have a mirror in my home, the shack, but it doesn't have the same check, I don't think. Were these both to steal? Was it the map wall and the guide to steal? I feel like the guide was the map to steal as well. The interface was to fix the sink, that makes sense. So just the hawthorn tree. Yeah, maybe I can get in during the day. I can give it a try, Sigma. True. I kind of assumed that it meant that it locked at 9 on the last day that we paid, like a normal hotel room kind of thing, but maybe it's just it locks at night. We can give it a try tomorrow. Give her a look-see. Well, that right there was probably the go hard tape that we needed. Now we're never gonna get it because you all are too chaotic. Scribble between the thighs of a page 3 girl. All right. Like what? Like where? What was I even looking at there? Let's take a peek over here.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other
Does it get
car.
new items? I don't remember this before. A very large red t-shirt with an impressive print. Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print
Oh, yeah.
depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers.
So cool.
Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning.
It's so cool. Oh, this shirt. It's alright, so you've already seen it, G. People found some shirts. Sniff the shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there.
Gross.
Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Lovely.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
Alright, alright.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
Could be anything. That's a rad t-shirt you've got over there.
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure exemplar.
We have a lot in common. I'm a big fan too.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that I'm a fan, but I do think the Hjelmdalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality.
Hjelmdellerman, huh?
Most people don't think that the man from Hjelmdal really existed, but they're wrong.
Ah, Sigma has the shirt. What did you mean that the man was real? Sure.
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay. Some psychedelic shit, man. You need the pain threshold check to read those books. Yes, I failed that before. Say more. I'm totally with you, man. Reality has a way of bending back on itself. I'm not following at all. I'm gonna call bullshit right now. Totally with you, man. Reality has a way of bending back on itself.
Exactly. Cause and effect work in both directions.
Right. Everyone knows that effect causes cause, and cause causes effect.
Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
It's big on lights.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity.
Interesting. Unusual neuroactivity, you say, eh?
Very, very unique energies indeed.
So unique.
Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
Yeah, all of the drugs, Jay. All of the drugs. How much are you selling the t-shirt for?
2 real.
Oh, that's a steal. Sounds like a good deal, although I wouldn't really know. Couldn't you just give it to me for free then? Cool, I'll think about it. Can you just give it to me for free?
But why?
He frowns. Because I'm a broke cop without a cent to my name. The man is a superstar. I'm a superstar. It'd be perfect. Perhaps I could repay you in some other way. Guess I can't really think of any good reason. Maybe I can pay you in some other way.
I deal in goods, not services.
No. Worth a shot. +1 physical instruments, +1 shivers, -2 authority. I mean, we're buying this.
Welcome to Hjelmdal, officer.
We're buying that shirt, 100%. Increase my it's... We already had a shirt. Curses. So all this does is give +1 to shivers. Ugh. Alright. Fine. But now we have shivers. It's true, the shirt's pretty awesome. His muscles look... Dual-wielding is ever-present Zweihanders? Sure. His muscles look ready to burst out of the two-dimensional print and into your three-dimensional life. Hardcore. Hardcore. Let me see the stats. It's +1 physical instrument, +1 shivers, -2 authority. Too old for this shirt. Yeah. Oh well. What's this? Oh, did getting the shirt unlock a check? Or no, I already didn't do that, right? No, it didn't unlock any checks. I don't know what just happened. Oh, this unlocked though. I think getting the shirt unlocked the pain threshold check maybe for the books. Cause didn't I try this and get hurt? I think we have a couple pain threshold items. Couple. One. Any? One. We have a scarf. Did we have two? I thought we had another thing that gave shivers too, didn't we? Unless we're already wearing it. Hmm. Interesting. I thought we had something that gave +1 to shivers. If it wasn't my hat that I gave away. I'm still very kind of sour about that. I missed my hat. Oh, here it is. Alright. What else you got, bud?
A typical Martinez streetlight.
700 for the streetlight. That's not happening. We already got this thing, right?
All the old boombox.
Yeah. Can buy any more figurines to give to our goddess?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets. It's big men on big horses.
A classic set. The figurines represent the 5th century Franco-Nigerian cavalry.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps. That they do. The uniforms are precisely the same. Some even have the same shaped medals pinned to their chests.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they...
Alright. Guess we're done in the pawn shop for a while, unless... Do we have anything we want to sell to him? We could sell... What? We could sell this postcard? Meh. I like that we're like clothing connoisseurs everywhere we go. We need to buy new clothing. Sell the shirt back to them for 500? Maybe. You think it'd go for that? Zoom distance. I think we already searched all of up here. There's a fence here. I thought we already looked in this house. Why is it showing me a thing? Oh, because it wouldn't let me see inside the house. It's just kind of like busted up. Well, I'll take that money. Give me that money. People hiding their money places. What is this? This is like a quick how-to? How many hours have I been playing this game and I didn't notice that this existed? Look at all this. So much info. There's a quick select apparently. I don't know what it quick selects, but I'm gonna look real quick. How did you pull this up? Exactly, Sigma. You ready? Are you ready for this? So that's the main menu, right? Question mark. How many hours have I played this? This is like stream 12 or something like that. We're like 35 hours in, and I never noticed this. Although I don't see them doing anything. Sigma's done. He's not playing anymore because they hide their question mark. I quit. I'm done. You hid your helpful info from me behind a random menu. Okay, those are our drunk friends. This is the bench that we could sit on. Now that Kim's not with us. Contemplate life.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
We can twiddle our thumbs, stare into the sky, think deep thoughts. Maybe later. We still got a little time to talk to people if there's still anyone around besides the drunks. What do we have here? Oh, there's the old lady. Store is closed for the day. Time to put kids to sleep. Old lady's still out here.
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing with her chores. As she does so, she quietly hums to herself. The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves at night.
You're still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older.
Not looking forward to that. She sloshes the water in the bucket around for a bit.
My suggestion is don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
She smiles. I think we had... Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know what just happened there. Yeah, good advice. Don't grow any older. You realize what you're telling me, right? You realize what you're telling me to do right now? Abandoned fish market.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow.
Alright.
The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
Did anyone have the winning numbers?
His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly.
I could use some tins of meat and vegetables. What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come
sorry,
here
Sigma.
huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years.
Aw.
There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
Now no one gets to go to school. What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade.
Oh man. I wish I could find a crater full of money.
There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces
Jesus.
away, right at the turn.
A dead dog?
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work.
Uh-oh.
The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
Uh-oh.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
I hope I wasn't that detective going fast. Sigma. I hope I wasn't that detective going fast. Looks like we can't go over here. Can we go over here? No? Maybe it was those other guys that came to badger me. They seem like jerks. A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. 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 Can I go up here? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh my. So much stuff. Missed this whole area. Give me that money. No boats in the boathouse today. Is that a boathouse? This section of coast hasn't been used in decades. What do we got? Sunglasses. +1 savoir-faire, -1 visual calculus. You go down here. It's funny, not a lot of clothing for yellow, huh? The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. More money. Man, these folks really do kind of hide money in every box and corner, huh? Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shaded bench, covered in rust. Is this another piece of art?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Them's my drinking dollars. Yeah, seriously. This whole part of town's gonna go dry because one cop has been walking around just looting everything. Even more bullet holes. Something has definitely happened here. Visual calculus. We have +1 from bullet holes in the plaza, +1 from bullet holes in the backyard. So many bullet holes. +1 because I know about the revolution, and +1 because I know about Feld electrical. Why this many bullet holes? Is visual calculus the fun one? The one that like opens up? I think it is, right? Isn't that the, yeah, reconstruct? That's the fun one. I'm gonna leave that. I want Kim with me when we do that. He usually has some input. We'll come back for that when we have Kim again. The sign says Entree interdite. An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. People paid money to park here? No one would pay now. Yeah, you might get your car stolen. Or worse. Might get it thrown into the into the water. Also, why am I off center? I don't like it. Hey, money and future money. There we go. I reset it. That was weird. I didn't like it. And more tear. Give me all this tear. All this tear and all this money. I do use a keyboard. Keyboard and mouse. I use both. The door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. Alright. Did you know enter is take all? I did not know that. I'd have to move my hand though. More fallen clothes. This is a hat? It is a hat. Oh, styling. We're gonna have the full set soon. Do we want +2 logic or +1 perception? We just need those speakers to get the shoes. Well, we don't have a... Was there a shirt? Because we're not wearing a fallen shirt or coat. Do we have that somewhere? Gotta have the complete set. I know we got the pants, obviously. Maybe there's some sunglasses? Whoops. I don't think I have a jacket. Got a disco-ass blazer. I take it you were able to find a jacket somewhere. Oh, we have the gloves. So we have the pants, the gloves, and the hat now. We know where the shoes are. But we need a coat. A coat and or a shirt. So the question is, do we want +1 perception all the time or +2 logic? I think probably logic, right? And just have -1 perception? We do see a lot of things, though. I feel like we're just barely making perception checks. So maybe we don't. Much as I would like the +2 logic. God, we have so many clothes. Is this the Fisherman's Wharf? It looks like it could be. Maybe not, though. Kind of bus stoppy. Thanks for adding that, G. Had to complete the Sigma puzzle. Get in here, Stowe. Complete the pyramid. Alright, so remember you gotta come back here with Kim. Oh, I knew you were gonna do that. The second I asked, I knew. Tiny cages, carefully constructed. Oh no, Bubs again? Is he teething or something? Alright, G. Well, thanks for hanging out, bud. I get it. I totally get it. Poor kiddo. I have to talk to this guy from this side, apparently.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys.
It's a
Not out of this
cryptozoologist.
jam.
Yeah, just bring him in here. Maybe he wants to watch Disco Elysium. That's why he's staying up. Because he really wants to watch Disco Elysium. I get it.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
He's going to try to catch some fake animals. River Shawl calls. Exactly.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officer.
Hi, Moral.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
The crypto fascist. All right.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Moral, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
70 experience points for finding this guy. Good thing we asked about him. Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back. The water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it with the whole story.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Okay.
Did he say we can go back now?
Shut up, Gary.
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Will do.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
He refastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
I'm super diligent and patient. I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for. Tell me more about these traps. Lena seems pretty eager for you to return. How did you become a cryptozoologist? Start with that one.
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up if you prod a little.
Well, I will prod a little. So you're living your childhood dream out here. Why not just a zoologist? Real animals are puzzling too. Have you ever discovered a cryptid? Why not just a zoologist?
Real. I
Oops,
know you
right.
think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
I don't. It's a profession just like any other. Honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do. Cryptozoology does seem like a lot of wishful thinking. It's a profession like any other.
Indeed. My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen.
And has anything truly surprising ever happened to you?
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
Alright. So you're living your childhood dream out here.
It's not child's play, just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
His eyes narrow. So many narrowed eyes. What kinds of evidence do you use?
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
Exactly, Sigma.
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
You think other scientists don't listen to ordinary people enough?
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real research, and certainly not the truth. They're a cowardly lot, and both the field and basement archives can be dangerous places.
So you've never discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
So how many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes.
Okay, but if 4,000 have been, if you have 4,000 listed and half of them have been confirmed as hoaxes, how many of them have actually been found?
2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 have proven to be real?
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Hugo Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
2 out of 4,000 is not even 1%. I don't even know what to say. That's a small number of discoveries. Not even 1%.
In fact, it is 0.05%. Ever more magnificent should our search contribute to making that number 0.075%.
If you say so, bud. Thanks for explaining that.
Yes?
Tell me about this plasmid you're looking for. Phasmid, excuse me.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect,
A ghost
it
insect.
disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Yeah, just one or two.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our present case.
I mean, I get it. Always trying to protect myself from scientists. What sort of specialized techniques?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
Oh, that sounds intricate.
But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
What about a dead specimen?
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
Oh, well then I need to investigate myself.
A ghost insect, he said? These people are looking for a ghost.
Ghost insect? So you're ghost hunters?
No, that is precisely what we're not. We are zoological specialists, looking for an extant species of phasmid.
Okay, because I'm a ghost hunter. Got a lot of experience hunting ghosts. How big is this phasmid?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant.
Really?
One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
He leaves the conclusion up to you. Yeah, but that has mega in the name, so, you know. Of course it's big. Why are you so interested in this stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for.
He flashes you a sideways smile.
Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
He shakes his head. Well, what have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
He holds up an index finger. But if no one can prove it exists, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says, brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Exactly, Steph. It's exactly what it is. It's an animal that is it's actually just an image of an animal, and it's part of the blockchain.
What would it be like to grasp and hold onto something you think is next to you, or just behind you, like a trace of vapor you exhaled one spring morning as a child? This is what he's searching for. A spectre.
What makes you think the phasmid is here in Martinet?
There was a credible sighting here recently. A pair of teenagers described a creature that matched the Insulindian phasmid to an uncanny degree, despite not knowing what it was themselves.
They probably just saw me.
It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe it has died out.
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Sorry, what? Encyclopedia had the exact same thought that I had. Parthenogenesis?
Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive. in adverse conditions.
Wow. That's pretty clever. Females reproducing without males, a travesty, and a crime against passion and common sense. This arouses no special feelings in me. That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever
So
insect.
clever.
That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Tell me more about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
He points at the cage of mesh and wiring on the ground. Lena designed the traps?
Yes,
He says with some pride. How do they work?
simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out.
So it's a crab trap.
At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
It's a hypothesis on a hypothesis.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
Gross. What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
Alright.
Yes. What?
Let's talk about specific cryptids.
Alright. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss, he wants to say, but decides against it.
Rude.
You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
Which cryptid did you almost catch? You said before that you almost caught one. I know about the most dangerous cryptid, the gnome of Jeroma. Just tell me about a cool cryptid, any cryptid. Dangerous.
Formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid?
Sure don't.
He doesn't want to make it feel like you knowing it is some big deal.
Living? No.
The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the dread moose.
The dread moose?
Yes, the dread moose subsists entirely on flesh.
Gross.
It has even been known to dig up fresh graves in search
Wow.
of sustenance.
Sustenance, eh? It's pretty messed up. Grave robber moose. Okay. Does it also attack people?
Human remains have been found deep in the forest, torn apart, then trampled into the mulch by large hooves. Infer from that what you will.
Okay. What does a dread moose look like?
Just like an ordinary Arden moose.
And then how can you tell if it's not just an ordinary moose?
You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful.
Oh, so
and
dreadful.
hard to identify.
I'm not completely sure about this dread moose. I'm 100% behind the dread moose. I utterly believe it exists.
You're right to. The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. We also have sightings in Vasa, reaching back 4 centuries.
Okay, sure. I'm sure those are also not just mooses.
In fact, we may be close to capturing a live specimen. Modern genetic methods may prove crucial in differentiating the dread variant from the herbivorous one. Anyway.
He gestures for you to continue. Which cryptid did you almost catch? You said before you almost caught one.
A willow person. It's a long
What?
story. One non-specialist would find rather dull.
Okay.
Willow people? Not at all.
What are willow people?
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees.
He says it in a self-explanatory, everyday manner.
They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the phasmid we're looking for here.
Wait, so I may have seen these willow people without even knowing it.
You probably have.
How did you almost catch a willow person?
Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paints. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself.
So you ruined a whole grove, is what I'm hearing.
After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees, a lavender shadow, dashing through the grove.
And then...
I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field. And, well, it was faster than me.
A lavender shadow?
I know it sounds like we were snacking on funny mushrooms, but I did see motion and colour. Mine is not a confirmed sighting of a cryptid, however. Much goes into verifying these things, and my account comes short of a few standards.
Alright, well, just tell me about any cryptid.
No offence, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories.
Boo.
Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
He brushes an errant strand of hair from his eye. He certainly is persistent. Enough tales then, let's change the subject.
By all means.
He coughs and wipes his mouth. Lena seems pretty eager for your return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south, where Lena should be.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
Yeah, what Gary said.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
He yells in response.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Not the reed crabs. I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena. Come on, you're doing this for yourself, not her. I didn't know the phasmid was so important.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She sighted the phasmid?
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
He coughs and continues.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
I guess I will.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Another cough, into his fist this time. Sounds like you might be getting a cold, bud. Maybe you should go back to the whirling, warm up, come back to check the traps later. You should just give up on the bug hunt. Okay, I understand. Maybe you should go back to the whirring.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
You'd never know.
He's dead set on this.
What if I check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
He looks at you with obvious surprise. Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar. Chaos is my method. I am its scion. I'm all in with this cryptid shit. I'm hooked. Chaos is my method. I am its scion.
Well, be that as it may, I'd really appreciate the help.
What if I encounter a phasmid in the wild? What do I do if it's a phasmid in one of the traps? Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there.
Okay.
It's very near.
I know where that is.
Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church.
Okay.
The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them,
He gestures to the trap in front of him.
you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
Okay. What do I do if there's a plasmid in one of these traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
Which I, of course, know how to do. What if I encounter the phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Oh, God. He takes out a small white spray can.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
This probably smells terrible. I don't want this.
Your choice. As I said, the chances of you encountering the phasmid are next to zero.
Yeah, I don't. That probably smells terrible.
But you feel you should have it on you. Something bad might happen.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it, Inland Empire.
Don't mess around. Take the pheromone. It'll make you sexier.
Oh, no. My whole body wants me to take it. I've changed my mind. Spray me with lots. He doses you with the odd-smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit, and then gives you a satisfied nod. What have I done? Damn you, Inland Empire.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask.
Finally, you're being sensible. I'll start packing right now.
You're welcome, Gary. These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid until they won't light up.
Hello, I'm Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer.
You're welcome.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Excuse you. I'm one of them. Oh, that's what it says. Drunks and degenerates, that's my crew. Sadly, I think I might be a drunk or degenerate, maybe even both. Or nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've even been tempted to drink. Maybe even both.
Dark times will do that to good men.
He nods gravely, then shifts his gaze to the pile of soggy logs at his feet.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
Gary is a troll in disguise, look out. But does he have a club, Stowe? Does he have a club? Do you know anything about the man hanged on the rolling rag? Is this your mug? Are you a cryptozoologist too? Are you a cryptozoologist?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
So much conceptualization. I'm into cryptids. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, yes. The burning rhino. Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care, because I won't be the one looking for him out in Safra Serai.
What's a burning rhino?
A rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day, but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do.
Probably get that checked by a doctor. Yes, he has a club. It's the most popular club in the city. They only play disco music. Well, then me and this Gary are going to be best friends. Someone dig a pit. A disco pit. How do they burn?
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire.
Can you imagine a rhino with fire wings? That would be awesome. Why only the males?
The flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behavior.
How so?
During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate loudly.
Loudly. Well, you would think that someone would have found them then.
Local peasants call it the passion ring. They fear the rhinos, as perhaps they should. Anyway.
Who doesn't like a good passion ring?
It's clear the burning rhino is dear to him on many levels, some even spiritual.
Do you know anything about the man? Is this your mug? Do you know anything about the man?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
He nods in sincere approval. So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He shakes his head emphatically and then corrects his tie. Is this your mug?
My mug?
It's almost
Why
certainly
would
not.
you think that?
It's certainly the mug of the dude who has the basement apartment. I can see you recognize it. It's in your eyes. You look like the kind of guy who might have a collection of mugs like this, home in his colonial mug collection.
How do you mean? Forgive me, officer, but we've only just met.
You're acting kind of suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of the lynching? Alright, I believe you. You look like the kind of guy who knows it's a crime to lie to an officer.
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer.
What?
You're not going to find me, are you?
I am. Rip out a fine slip for 20 real. I am. Rip out a fine slip for 100 real. I am. Rip out a fine slip for 250 real, the maximum. Nah, Gary, I just want information. Huh. Maybe he's got information, though. Sometimes information's worth even more than real. Oh, man. This is a tough one. I don't know that I'm going to adhere to it, but let's get a vote, I guess. Let's see what you all think. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm almost like I could do... Oh, so the votes, whatever votes there were, went to information. Like, money's great, but maybe he knows stuff. And if I was going to do money, I wouldn't do 20. I would maybe you do the middle, like maybe go for 100. So I feel like he's less likely to do the 250. I just want information, Gary.
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again.
If you do the money, do 250, he's racist. Sigma, did you do the money? Did you get 250 off of him?
I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
Oh, you didn't get the mug.
What did you do, Gary?
Uh-oh, Moral's mad.
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Oh, you didn't get the mug. Is that because you didn't have the gloves? Because you needed the gloves to get the mug? How did you get into the trash container? Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the rolling rag, in the trash container? How did you get in?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Nope, I thought it was useless. Ugh. Everything's got a purpose. No red herrings. Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob.
He says, bowing shamefully like a fallen knight.
I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Give me your master key. Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the rolling rags, into that trash container?
Officer, please, let me explain. It's not like that.
Do.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Okay, then what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
He changes his mind mid-sentence.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
Yeah, what was that? A series of clicks like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you? Yeah, see, we're like just barely making these perception checks, which is why I didn't, I feel like there's a lot of medium perception checks, which is why I decided to keep the hat on, the perception hat on. What's that strange sound?
What sound?
Don't mess with me, I think you know what I'm talking about. The clinking I just heard when you moved.
Really?
He fans his arms out slowly, and this time his motions are soundless.
There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
Alright, let's move on. For now.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
He's visibly relieved it's over. Legendary composure check. +1 from the clinking sound, +1 thing about the armor. I think I have some composure close. Do I have anything subtracting from composure? Let's start there. No. Pants. And shoes. Oh, the boots give +1 perception too, jeez. Anything else give composure? We have a lot of, like, clothes that do 2 different things now, so we gotta check it all. Whoop! -1. Okay. Let's try this again.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
58. Worth a shot.
That shirt
Yeah.
looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
Like maybe a chest plate? Like armor? His massive muscle culture. Something worn underneath it.
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor. for
Exactly.
example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once.
He sighs heavily and unbuttons his shirt.
I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates covers his gaunt torso.
This shame is surprisingly sincere.
Good, he should feel shamed taking it off of a corpse like that.
Gary, what's going on?
That's fair. Moral's over there just watching this dude undress.
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
You sure do, boss. Give me the armor now. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash? Why did you lie to me, Gary? Do you know who killed the hanged man? Give me that armor now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat.
Yes. We're up to 2 pieces of the armor. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
He looks at his feet.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here.
Oh, you're right, Sigma. He's a racist.
Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
His lips start quivering. Now, why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But...
He says, staring at nothing in particular.
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
Oh, he sure is, boss.
I'll explain later.
He doesn't muster up the strength to yell. Do you know who killed the hangman?
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses. Lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more.
He shakes his head. Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
We finished to put the clothes in the trash. Plus 30 XP. Level up. He looks around, relieved of some of his burden. His mouth still quivering. Thank you for your cooperation. Hey, more pain threshold. We're gonna read so many books. +1 pain threshold, +1 volition, -1 empathy. The virtuous enamel cuirass fits snugly and redistributes kinetic energy across its countless white plates. Amazingly, it fits under your coat, and it also makes pretty porcelain sounds when shaken. That's a fun noise. Alright. Perception boots. These sweet pants. These need to go down here. And put the shirt back on. Alright, 2 pieces of armor. Look at all these clothes. Can't even organize them anymore, we have so many. Finish that. Just knocking stuff out of the park here. We leveled up twice since Kim went to sleep. We have 4 skill points. Well, we should spend some of this, right? Do we have any thoughts we want to grab / forget? The armor gave us 1. No, sell the skill points instead. Yeah, let's just get some money. It really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't even leave a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it. Oh yeah, I remember. This is the one that, in case we were fighting other ones. Is there anything we want to get rid of? Bonuses from the thought. Int inside red check failures heal 1 morale. These red check failures heal 1 health. Like, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Lonesome hop long way home. Bonuses from the thought. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. I mean, unlikely. And speed gives 1 psi. I don't think we're ever going to do that. It's nice to have as like a backup plan, but we're really trying to not do drugs. So Left wing dialogue options get +4 experience. Can't get rid of that. Moralist options heal 1 morale. Could get rid of Kingdom of Conscience maybe. Volition and Logic are both raised to 5. Volition, not gonna matter. Logic, probably not gonna matter. No, I don't think I'm really doing Moralist. I'm more of a more left than Moralist, I think. White check failures heal all morale, which is decent. +1 rhetoric, which I like. Find better loot and lock containers, we're gonna keep. -1 difficulty to all psych passive, sure. -1 drama is a little unfortunate though. White morning, +20% zoom out distance, all motorics learn and caps raised by 1. That could matter. Art degree is amazing. Indirect modes of taxation, ultra liberal dialogues option gives +1 real, which we do. -1 empathy is a little sad. Wumpty Dumpty, encyclopedia passives get +10 experience and +2 real, which is good if we had better encyclopedia. I like it. It's unfortunate that we suck at it. And -2 suggestion, which is a little unfortunate. I think we're leaning towards one of these two. Maybe we dump this. Kingdom of Conscience. I think we're dumping this. Like Volition and Logic up to 5, I don't think is ever gonna happen. Do we have any logic checks that we're like missing right now that we're gonna have to spend points on? Hashtag soon. Because we'd want to do that first, obviously. Here's a Volition check. But we have 1,000,000 points for Volition anyways. I'm not seeing any logic. And what was the other thing that it does? Moralist dialogue options heal 1 morale, which like I don't really pick those, and also our morale is like pretty good. We've got what, 6 pips plus 13 charges to heal ourselves. I think we dump that right now. Goodbye. All right. What do we fill it with? We're not really a superstar cop. We're like a little cop of the apocalypse. Magnesium-based life form. Is magnesium... Is this magnesium? That's magnesium, right? Is the thing that heals morale. Moral morale. We're kind of magnesium-based already. Oh, well, we're not going to do any of this other stuff, though. So I guess that doesn't matter as much. Yeah, yeah, you don't need more morale healing. It would be nice if it would tell us what it did ahead of time. I get it's about discovering everything, which is fine, but... Homosexual Underground. No negatives while we research it. This could be interesting. And then we probably do want this at some point. I don't know that we want it now. Let's internalize this. Look at how many goddamn thoughts there are. It's an insane amount. Oh, look, it has the cross stuff ones at the bottom. That's fun. Alright. Let's do it. And then we still have 3 skill points left. Is there anything that we like really should unlock right now? We could do interfacing. Well, let's wait until... We're not going to steal. Oh, we could try to... bookstore's probably closed. I was gonna say, maybe we could try to steal without Kim around. Let's wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow, end game. And see if we can get into our old room and get this mirror. And if we can reach the mirror, then we'll spend the point on interfacing. Oh, there's 2 mirrors. Oh, right, because one's the drain. One's not the mirror. One's the mirror and one's next to the mirror. But you have to interact with the mirror to do it. At some point, I really want to do this doorbell because I found it intriguing. I just really want, like, a single other volition failed check first. Just one more to make this worth it. It feels so unworth it. Reaction speed. Rhetoric. We could do rhetoric again, maybe. When we get Kim... Okay, maybe we'll save it because we're definitely going to try to do that interfacing. And when we get Kim back tomorrow, we want to do the visual calculus on the wall. And if we fail that, then we can do a point in the visual calculus for the stained glass and the wall. And we're going to need a point for physical instrument at some point. Obviously. For the ice cream maker. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we'll need that point for physical instrument after we try this door, which we're waiting on the thing that we're currently studying, the thought to finish. So a lot of stuff for like tomorrow. We basically need it to be tomorrow to spend any of these points. That's the vibe I'm getting. The Wall, great album. Yeah, exactly. Wonderful album. And we're gonna go explore the wall. Or if this guy wants to talk to me after I just talked to Gary about all that.
We'll be on our way soon. Thank you again for lending a hand.
Did you know that Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
Thanks.
The man mutters in the distance. He doesn't dare say more.
He's still glad his friend stood up for him.
Oh, isn't that nice? These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes crumbling. More bullet holes? Maybe that'll help with the other bullet holes we want to look at.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
Wait, I can't see anything interesting.
You don't have a reason to. Yet.
Okay, so later I might want to hide something in these reeds? Okay. Easily my favorite Led Zeppelin album. You're the worst, though. Just so you know. What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water.
Boy.
Time to go.
You mean Bowie? Everyone laugh at Inland Empire. Can't say Bowie. A buoy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. Alright, so everyone remember, we go to buoy 11 if we ever want to hide something. It's almost impossible to get a fire going near the this near to the ocean. Yeah, no kidding. Alright. Come on. Alright, how do we get up here? Is this where we were before? That's where we were before. Let's get back up there. I think we already explored off to the left here, but let's look again.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
The wind whispers and whispers.
Okay. Thanks, wind. Can't get over there, huh? Alright. Where's the old fishery place, huh? How do I get up there? I'm pretty sure I failed to check over here because I asked Kim for help instead of looking myself. And it's made me sad because now I can't get up there. I want to go into the old electrical building. Ah, is this the wharf? This could be very wharfish. We didn't go this way yet. Oh, there's so much stuff here. Coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Oh, is it like at a carnival? Give me that. Postcard? Sure. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. Good luck. Money and tear all day. Is this a coat? What are you? Are you a coat?
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Gross.
Much as the thought of touching it causes you to cringe, this could be the jacket the idiot in the colourful tracksuit was looking for.
I knew it. Filthy jacket. Alright. Where's the filthy coat? This filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff from God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Cute. Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting? Let's not think about that right now and put it away. How did it get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Sure.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
Lovely.
It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
God. Okay, but what's the crust made out of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night.
Okay, that's pretty disgusting. I've had enough.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
Ew, ew, ew. Flick your hands.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Well, at least I have the pheromones. Maybe the pheromones will counteract it. Because they smell a lot. Look at all that tear. Give me that tear. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Paintbrush? Nope, sunglasses. Mega Beano's prescription lenses. +2 encyclopedia, -1 perception. We might want to wear those. Where'd they go? Whose idiotic idea were square and beige plastic frames anyway? Beige as a color does not look good on anyone. Not to mention that seeing the world through these exceedingly thick lenses feels almost nauseating. -1 perception, +2 encyclopedia. Ooh. I kind of want that encyclopedia. I'm gonna put weird shit down here. Yellow stuff goes here. This is all red stuff. Purple stuff. I'm gonna move the stuff that's 2 types of things to the bottom. So we got red stuff, more red stuff. Come back to those glasses. This is multi. So you go to the bottom. This is blue. I'll find a home for you in a second. This is purple. Okay, you two need to find a new home. I guess we could do red here now. And then purple, 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 purple and red. You go down here. Purple and blue, purple and red, purple and red. Okay, so that's blue. It's purple. It's purple, purple, purple. Purple. More blue. I might put these glasses on. Do we have anything else? I don't think we have anything else against perception to make up for it. I could put a point in perception just to make up for these glasses. +1 logic. Which is blue. More blue. I guess we should move some purple. There's the purple now. Almost 2 rows of blue. Wonder if Sigma got as many blue items since he built blue. Those are all logic items. Logic. Logic. Drama. All these things that add to logic. It's insane. Okay. So what's our perception at now? Only 3. Do you have any perception checks I could unlock? Or any I should try before we unlock it? Cafeteria window. Looks like we're adding a point into perception. Because we want that cafeteria window. Real bad. Since it's finally time. And I want to make up for the point I just took from it to wear these sweet encyclopedia glasses. Which brings us up to 4. Doubles our encyclopedia, which will hopefully have a better chance of triggering this. Since it's great. Okay. That was a cool piece of equipment. Let's keep exploring the wharf at midnight. Money! What do we have here? A big wine canister. It's open and empty. How do we get over there? This guy's gonna slowly walk over there. Real slow. Real slow, like. Is it just down here? I think this is the church, right? Yeah. Come on. Anything over here? No? Okay. Keep on running. Oh, is this the radio room he was talking about? These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. The chain trails off into the ocean, who knows where. This probably has been recently discarded. It smells of fuel oil. I don't know what that is, but I don't want to go in it without Kim. Looks scary. Could be dangerous. He's got a gun. A shirt? So many clothes. It's a rhetoric shirt, which we don't have. We have no rhetoric clothing, so that's nice. Maybe that'll help us open the container. By wearing a handsome shirt. The boardwalk rises to your south. It casts a long shadow over you. Is this our trap?
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
What was that noise right before we clicked this? Look around.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze, weighed down by rain. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Thanks, Shivers. Feeling all cold. Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap,
Gross.
confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Alright. Trap 1 complete. What is that? Rocks? Is there a lighthouse? It's like a lighthouse. Cigarette butts cleaned away under a rock. Brand. Tium or meat? What? I don't know. I don't know what brand that is. Can't read that. Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. A rusted, broken control box for the radio relay tower. Oh, it's a radio relay tower that also happens to have a lighthouse on it. This ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air is eating away at it. Give me this box. A new tie. It's a scented scarf. +1 shivers, -2 physical instrument. Jesus. This light springtime scarf smells like men's cologne mixed with cheap laundry detergent. Someone must have left it behind, probably from a date. Wear it if you want to delude yourself that spring has arrived. How does air eat? Voraciously is the answer, Stow. Alright, where's all our red stuff? It's right here. Give me this. You go here. Physical, electro, half-light, pain, physical, shivers. It's like 5 whole letters. Stow's only 3 letters. Tiny inlet there, off in the far distance, where the posts trail toward. What? What do they trail toward? What's over there? Light it up, lighthouse. What do we have over there? What is that? Maybe we'll come back with Kim. Maybe he'll know. You take a mental note. Seems important somehow. Alright. I won't remember how to say that. But has 3... But 3 has 5 letters? So 3 equals 5? I mean... Math is an illusion, so... Math is a flat circle. I'm just gonna run all the way around here. So many things. Moonshine probably. Smells like tasty fermentation.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Hold on. That is awful. Cover your nose. What is it? Isn't it just rotten fish? What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Gross.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Why am I afraid? It's a dead corpse, isn't it?
Yes.
Ow.
A sense of dread washes over you as you look ahead.
Ow. Damn it, are you dead? Where's Kim when I need him? Careful there, these floorboards look rotten and weak. Nope. Waiting for Kim. We'll come back when we have backup. I'm not dying to some floorboards without backup. Because maybe he'll be able to save me. We'll come back to look at that dead body with Kim. Also, it's almost 1 a.m. Might be time to go back to our shack. Done quite a bit today without him. I guess maybe we give the coat back and then hit the shack. If I can find my way back here. It's like this way-ish. I imagine the drunks are still awake. Yep. Hey, buddy. Did you Amando a favor?
Tequila sunset.
Hello. I found your jacket.
Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man.
Give him the jacket.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards.
Uh-huh.
Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
He hands it to you.
Underneath the accumulated filth, the jacket itself appears to be stain resistant. Maybe it just needs a good scrubbing.
Okay. Okay. Why can't we fast travel? Can we only fast travel during the day? Okay, now we can fast travel. Weird. We just couldn't do it in that little area. Let's go see if we can wash this in the goddamn... Oh, I guess I could check here first before I go back to the whirling. But maybe we can boil it,
It's
like we did
getting
with the
cold.
boots.
This late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Oh. Not yet. Alright, let's give it a shot. Maybe we can boil it like we did the boots. This poor kitchen. No one should eat it here. No one should eat any food here. Everybody ignore me. Wash the dirty jacket. Do we see any place to wash stuff? Is anybody washing clothes? Is the old lady washing clothes, maybe? Maybe she was. Maybe we go talk to her. Fisherman shacks. Also, I'm really sad we can't find this egg. Hi.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
So I hate to even ask this, but I found this jacket I was looking for, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
Sigma, I found the coat. I found the fallen coat. He's not getting it. It's fallen gear. He's not getting it. It's mine now. Fail that quest forever. -1 drama, sweat like a pig. +1 half-light, always hot. Swinbreaker is like protective cocoon placed nowhere his torso in a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot harm them. Huge writing, 100% synthetic, is proudly displayed on its chest. It lets absolutely no air through. Warning, item may not actually be fireproof. Good to know. He should have taken it while it was dirty and got it washed himself. Then he would have a coat. But now he does not, because I am keeping this coat forever. Because it's a fallen coat. Look at that. So now we have the coat. And the pants. And the gloves. So we need to go buy the shoes. We have the full found gear, probably. Unless there's a shirt or a hat or glasses or something. Alright, put this with our red gear. Perfect. So much gear. Yeah, we're not giving this back to him. Thanks for your coat, Doom Spiral. You dummy. Alright, now we can go to sleep.
It's getting late, and it's raining. Time to call it a day.
Yeah, it's raining. Who doesn't want to be who wants to be in the rain?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror.
No, never shaving. Love my mutton chops.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is, without the expression. It's just hairy.
Yeah, we're just hairy now. We heard about the band OO. We've got a formidable encyclopedia check here. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Let's see if we have any encyclopedia gear. I don't know that we do. I think we're wearing it. Yeah. We don't have anything that's subtracting, right? Nope. Check the multiplayer. The multiplayer, Jesus. The multi-type. What was the
An
percentage?
old mirror hangs on the wall.
42?
You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's give it a shot.
The expression. It belongs
Nice.
in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times.
Facades.
Calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Yeah, disco.
Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Lamillion.
Well, who's that?
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, Boîte de Nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Oh, I'm copying somebody else, huh? So I adopted it. Why? I need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click. How long ago was the new? Anything else? Like who I am? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations? So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
I feel like I need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Lamillion's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix.
Pew pew.
Because, unlike Guillaume Lamillion, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
Well, I would be if I had a gun. How long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
So I've been carrying this around. I've been making this expression for 20 years after it was cool. Anything else? Like who I am? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
Well, that's unfortunate. Does it have anything to do with OO?
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Huh. I'll let the mirror be for now. Bedtime for Stowe. Good night, Stowe. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good evening. Happy birthday. Catch you tomorrow for some games. What happened to him? Who with his amber mane and sparkling teeth? Sorry, Stowe. Beguiled the tattered remains of the nation while you suffered and suffered. Did he dematerialize? A cloud of cocaine dust? Wait, it's not your birthday? It's just G and Sigma's birthday? I was sure it was all 3 of you. Don't things come in 3s? Did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust? Or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slendering new line of some starlit Boy de Nuit 20 years ago? Spare a thought for this great-ass hero. Or wait, maybe he became a police officer in Revachol West. That's not my name, though, unless it's a stage name. Do I want to become him? Kind of. Get rid of Lonesome Way Home. I guess we can wait. We can hold off and see what these come about to. But this is next. Next on the thought block. All right. Time for sleep.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
At least it's not that weird chair that's been completely destroyed that I've been sleeping in for the last week. All right, what kind of nightmares await us this evening?
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Well, that's a change of pace. Nice change of pace. But here come the nightmares.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Great. I missed you, ancient reptilian brain and limbic system. Spinning in eternity, spinning on empty, spinning, spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming? Tell me, am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque.
Okay.
The great, unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience.
I'm always learning. Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance.
Not her.
Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars. Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
I mean, who can forget the potted flowers, really? Also, limbic system. How are you such a creep? What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
So I'm immortal?
You can never forget this shit.
The colors, the voices, the rain, the snow. I don't want to, it's beautiful. The endless visions erase them. The rain, the snow, I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
So?
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent, picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsake.
Look, you leave me alone. Those postcards and that litter are paying the bills. And I don't know what to say about the bubblegum wrappers and newspapers. You just We'll just forget about those.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
But what if I want to be the agent of nothing? That's right, I'm an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this.
You mean I haven't already?
One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
I mean, a pretty successful career.
For the working class.
Yeah, what Rhetoric said.
For the money, baby.
I mean, I got bills to pay.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Maybe not everything needs to be okay. I'm building communism for all. This time we won't fail, Pursue thought. I'm just looking for my economic self-interest, Pursue thought. Forget politics, I'll never sleep if I keep on like this. I'm building communism for all.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, Harry.
You're damn right.
He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
It can be both. I'm changing the world's changing me.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Feel the pillow under your cheek? Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
God, limbic system, you're such a creep.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
I'm trying to feel the pillow under my cheek, limbic system, go away.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go.
Thanks, Felician. I will go. I'm doing this for the city. And for communism. And city communism. And communism for the city. Open your eyes. A new day dawns. We made it through another evening. Shake my head back and forth. Looks just like the guy from Darkwood trying to get up. Look at that. Exactly the same.
Rise and shine, comrade. It's time to get to work.
Hey, comrade. What's going on, Rhetoric?
Despite all the thinking you've been doing, only 0.0001% of communism has been built. It's too great a task to undertake alone. You're going to have to get organized.
Ooh, I'm gonna make a communism party. We're gonna do this together as a team.
Uh-oh. Organization hasn't exactly been your strong suit, historically speaking.
Very true. Also, a godly endurance check. Well, that was never gonna happen. I thought the shack was nice and cozy as is. Judging from the state of my ledger, I don't think that's possible. I'm ready. Let's get to it. Not really my thing. I thought the shack was nice and cozy as is.
Your level of personal upkeep is irrelevant. All that matters is your commitment to building the World Republic.
I'm pretty committed.
You must seek out your revolutionary brothers and sisters. Find out how much communism they've built. Then, together, maybe you'll be able to build as much as 0.0002% of communism.
It's a start.
But it won't be easy. Decades of persecution by coalition authorities have driven the remaining communists of Martinaise underground.
Maybe they have my murder weapon.
They live underground. These communists aren't men. They're mole people.
Could be both. I don't know if I want to go searching for mole people, but I'm part of the coalition authorities. I have been persecuting communists this whole time. Will they help me fire up Marzov's socialist sausage grinder? How am I supposed to find them if they're hiding? But I'm part of the coalition authorities.
Possibly. If you have been, it's only because you're a double agent
Yeah.
acting in furtherance of your long-term objectives.
Perfect. I'm a double agent, super spy.
Regardless, what's past is past. You need to look forward to the work of building communism for all.
Will they help me fire up the socialist sausage grinder?
Just between us, you may want to lay off this grind up the bourgeoisie stuff. It's a bit off-putting, even to fellow communists.
Fine, we won't eat the rich. I don't know if I want to go searching for mole people.
They're not mole people. They're your comrades in the eternal class struggle. It's your task to find and join them.
Well, how am I supposed to find them if they're hiding?
Let your nose guide you, detective.
My nose? You mean my nose? As in my huge and highly functioning brain.
No, we meant your nose, as in that swollen muck detector in the center of your face. It just happens to be perfectly calibrated for sensing communists.
How did that happen?
We really have no idea what they're talking about. There's no linkage between ideology and olfaction.
Perception's like, no. I don't smell communists. The hell is wrong with you, rhetoric? What does communism smell like? Okay, I'm ready. Let's get organized. This sounds unfathomably stupid. I want no part in it. What does communism smell like?
Failure.
Ouch. There's so much failure in my life already, I don't know if I can take anymore. Okay, but what does failure smell like?
It's a smell you know all too well. Simultaneously repulsive and yet darkly appealing. Musty with a sharp tang, but also a remnant of lost sweetness. Like a rotting mango that's been swaddled in a coat from your grandfather's attic. What you're smelling is your own body odor, of course.
Obviously.
Nothing a shower and change of clothes couldn't fix.
If I could find a shower.
People sometimes complain there are no real communists left in Martinez. But you can smell their presence. They're out there, waiting for you to join them.
Let's do this.
Incidentally, during the waning days of the anti-centennial revolution, a number of Revacholian communards constructed elaborate hideouts in abandoned root cellars, hollowed out tree trunks, and even residential sewage tanks. This latter phenomenon gave rise to the early anti-communist slogan, "The future's bright when you flush out the white."
Okay. Gotta love these encyclopedia checks. Okay, I'm ready. Let's get organized.
First, you'll have to locate the remaining communists in Martinez. When you get near to someone with revolutionary potential, your nose will give you the signal to establish contact.
Oh, I'm excited.
Again, no, it won't. Any olfactory response you perceive will be strictly psychosomatic.
Thank you, Perception. I am the king of psychosomatic.
You should begin by interrogating those lawless malcontents at the Dock Workers Union. They're an obvious place to start.
Hang on, what will I do once I establish contact with my fellow communists?
You'll discuss the monumental world historical task that lies before you. You'll engage in rigorous and spirited debates about Mazovian theory and practice. But mostly, you'll probably complain about other communists.
Isn't that last part kind of counterproductive?
Not at all. Complaining about other communists is one of the most important parts of being a communist.
If you say so. Roll up your sleeves. Alright, let's get to it. Accept the task.
Here we go. Wake, brave worker. 'Tis no time for bed. Fight till there's no slaves below, and no masters o'erhead.
Let's do this, rhetoric. New task. Get yourself organized. Roam the streets to sniff out some comrades. With my 21 communists. Alrighty.
An old mirror.
Got 44 real. Getting close to the 50 for them sweet sneaks. It's a little bit easier now that we're not spending 20 a day to stay in the whirling. Kim just hanging out underneath the overhang here, waiting for me. Morning, Kim. How goes it? How was your night? See how our friend is doing now that we've explored more of the coast. Oh, I need to talk to her when Kim's not around too. Damn it.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Simmer down, you damn waves. Okay, so we don't have the -1. We don't have the minus from not exploring the coast. We do have the -1 from Kim still being here. So maybe when he goes away, we can try this heroic suggestion check. Looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
That's it.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It's an installation. Wet your lips, very conceptual. It's a sign of the carnage to come, the great culling. I wasn't feeling it. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I got drunk and apparently drove into the sea. An official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, ma'am. It's an installation.
An installation? Us poor people are stupid and don't get installations. All I see is a heap of trash. This actually calls for a funeral, I think.
You're suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage? No, that's senseless sentimentality. Intimate objects don't have souls. I'm actually in the middle of a murder investigation. Funeral?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
I don't think they have funerals for motor carriages. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. I don't want a funeral. I hate death. What an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Play it cool. Play it cool. Alright, I'm in, but does organizing a funeral take lots of time and... But organizing a funeral takes lots of time and effort, doesn't it? I don't get attached. I don't get attached. Definitely not to things. I'm in.
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
Fine.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
The lieutenant looks at you sympathetically. We spent so long without Kim that I forgot, like, how real Kim is, because we did so many... We just were our crazy selves without him for a while. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side adventures, like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or let's focus on things we can actually do, alright? One, it's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
Lieutenant looks at you almost gently. God, he is kid gloves all over whenever he talks to me.
He liked the Capri funeral idea.
But he liked it. Love it. Alright. Well, we'll come back when Kim's not around. Do you hang out here at night? The planks creak beneath your weight. I'm not heavy, you're heavy. Alright. There's so many things to do today. Let's start with that body. It's over here somewhere. I think it was up over here. Oh, there's that guy again. You have anything new and interesting to say? Now that it's Thursday?
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
He nods to you, smiling. You look like someone who has money. Do you have any money? Want to hear about the Feldman again? Have you been talking to other police officers?
Me? Yes, at some point, I'm sure I have. There was this one rather memorable instance when I had a chance to meet the head of Dominion Police of Königstein.
He stopped, smiling at the reminiscence.
And as you know, they have this very distinctive dress uniform with scarlet breeches and little cylindrical fur caps. I think these are called...
You daze off as Trant tells you about the peculiarities of mounted police forces in Central Occident.
Wait, what was it that you wanted to ask?
Oops, totally failed that. Alright. That's enough of that crazy person. Could waste all day with him. Kim, there's a dead body over here. We're gonna do one of these in case I die. Because I could die.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
It's a lot of booze.
No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
But the money!
A tragedy.
Lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness.
Want the booze. Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
Okay. Probably shouldn't be smoking that. 2 more real. We only need to pass 2 more encyclopedia checks and we can buy some shoes. Examine the kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
At least there's that. Hi, dead body.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
That's weird.
The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
Lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes are staring back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
We need to investigate? This isn't our murder, Kim. He stands up and shivers as a gust of wind blows through his bomber jacket.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself.
So many dead bodies.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Just another dead body. We're gonna breathe. Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
He actually looks like he probably fell through. So maybe like slipped, fell through, and slammed his head on the bench there.
Be very, very careful where you step here.
Okay. We will be very careful where we step. Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
It's a crazy looking dude.
This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
Jeez.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just one on the back of his head. It's hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. there's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us.
He looks at 2 other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then at your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Why do you hate money, Kim?
True. It feels disrespectful.
Fine. Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in or back off? Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too?
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is...
Jeez.
I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Oh no, is this the lady's husband? This is the lady's husband, isn't it? The guy that we convinced her was missing.
In a ditch off a road below the 881, he thinks. A young father. Then he shakes his head to make the memory stop.
Step back.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Well, he just finished eating a kebab.
A cool leather jacket with a bolt of blue? Oh no, this sounds terribly familiar.
It does. Search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Oh, sorry, book lady.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
Brutal.
When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance here.
Like me right now. Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze.
Not the first face we've seen like that recently.
Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all.
That sucks, dude.
He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last.
It's just tragic. Who is this man? What do you think happened here? What should we do with him? What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Could it be related to the lynching? Do you think he was drunk, point at the bottle? What about the kebab? Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous. Do you think he was drunk?
Oh, yes.
Lieutenant nods. What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior.
Is that a boat? It's a wild noise.
But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks.
Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away.
Right.
All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
He smiles sourly. Could it be related to the lynching?
No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
He looks south the way you came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
A dead working class man with a bottle in his hand? Don't deceive yourself. You know who this is.
Yeah. Both Logic and I know who it is. We know who this is. It's the working class woman's missing husband, dead on the boardwalk.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
He looks at the bottle of flesh and rags laying on the ground.
Because it's the most working class death you've ever seen.
This is the most working class way to go. Completely alienated and forgotten. The leather jacket points to the man's clothes. It matches her description perfectly. Bottles all around him, pointing to the tar. She said he was drinking somewhere in Martinez. The library card. He was supposed to return a book. Start the leather jacket.
The bright blue lining? Well, he's definitely someone's husband.
He nods and points at the ring on the man's left hand. Task complete. Find working class husband. Gain 30 XP. What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, what about field autopsy? We found him. We should finish this, take the case. Let's leave it for the station. I don't want to spend time on it. I'll see you some time to decide. What about a field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me.
Or it was staged to look like a simple accident. Hey, Hippofint. How's that 30 XP feel? It feels delicious. Feels so good. Who doesn't love the taste of 30 XP?
I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Yes, but isn't that kind of sloppy? You're right, I don't see anything criminal here. Let's leave it at that. Isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
Alright, fine. But we're taking this case. We found him. Let's finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station for my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Okay. But first, we're going to look at this. Coin operated viewer has been out of order for years.
There's some tear.
Alright, let's go ahead and look at this library card, which I'm sure will have a name on it. Library card found from a pocket of the dead man on the Martinez boardwalk. It's slightly damp to the touch. The cover bears the stamp of the Jamrock Public Library.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
Well, at least he returned all of his books.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
What a thrill. Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
Okay.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Let's do it. As soon as it becomes 9. Man, we've already got so many tasks for today. Alright. Alright, we have to go back. Can't travel from here. Fine. Let's get off this wharf and then maybe I can fast travel. Oh, I wanted to check that radio room. I guess we'll do that first and then we'll go do that other stuff. Go in here. And I wanted to check the painting. So we'll do those two things, and then we'll go back to the whirring. So many things to do every day. So many tasks. This game just floods you with tasks. Alright, we'll see if he has anything to say about what's going on over here. 'Cause there was some weird stuff over here. There's the trap that we did. Anything? Got anything to say about the radio tower, Kim? Or whatever's going on this weird island over there? No? Nothing? Alright. So how you doing tonight, Hippofant? Having a good one, I hope? Let's go in here. Whatever this
An old
is.
door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Okay. Working. Sorry to hear that. Unless you really enjoy your job. And then, nice. But maybe not, because you made a sad face. A red check for interfacing. What is this thing anyways?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Oh, military. They probably got great gear in there. Used to serve as what?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Maybe that's where our gun comes from. This interfacing is a red check and impossible. Well, we're not going to try it right now. I don't think we have very much interfacing gear. I think we're wearing it. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll come back to the military bunker at some point. Definitely not going to try a 3% red check right now. That seems that seems dumb. Let's see. Need to go around, I think. Come on. I need to check the other traps before I come back to check that trap, right? Maybe it'll let me check it now. Give it a shot while we're here.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But
look around.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night.
Nah, this place sucks.
The later it gets, the colder.
Exactly.
Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Why do I feel strange? Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
I don't think you have to panic, Lucas. I don't think anything's coming for you. Although maybe you'll starve to death, so...
Another empty trap.
Lieutenant takes a note. More out of habit than duty. Let's keep going. The next one is the lucky one. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself. I want to make it clear that I don't actually believe that phasmids exist, okay? How are you enjoying the cardio?
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
He smiles and raises his collar. It's windy. Aww. Kim, you're alright. You know that? Okay, we check this trap now.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently.
Confidently? How do reeds rustle confidently? Let's reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well.
Darn.
Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Maybe next time.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
He pants. His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. Bummer it wasn't in here. You getting tired? I must stress that I did not expect a cryptozoology monstrosity to be in this trap. Say nothing, just put the trap down. You getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
He's short-winded. The sentence ends there. Poor Kim. Check the trap near the canal you crossed southeast of the village. Alright, we'll do that after we check this painting. I think it's a painting. Looks like a painting.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across
Oh, right,
the
the
cracked
bullet
wall,
holes.
reaching from one corner to the other.
Visual calculus, huh? Visual calculus. I know we're wearing some of it, but there we go. Some glasses. Any of these? Yep. Okay. Alright. How are we looking now? -1 from thoughts. Nothing we can do about that. So we got a 4. It's not great, but it's not terrible. God, still another 12 hours on this? So long. What time is it going to be by the time we finish that? 8 p.m. tonight? Alright.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the
58%.
other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency matinee sense. Grim affairs.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up. The lieutenant examines the wall closely.
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes.
It's a lot.
Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Well, apparently we don't feel that way. Alright. Why this many bullet holes?
Unable to piece together
Curses.
the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
I'm dumb. We only missed by 1. Which means if we didn't have the -1 from that thought. I'm dumb.
The scattering of bullet holes looks like one giant smiling mouth, smiling its deadly smile, laughing at you, and the world, and the living.
Curses. Why did this unlock? That's weird. The container door unlocked. Do we have anything more that has visual calculus? Oh, the stained glass window. So we could put a point in it to try again. How many points do we have? 2. We're only 8 experience away from another one. Let's do it. That unlocked the other one. What does that bring us to?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked
72?
wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Alright. Let's give it a shot.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. A dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement.
Uh-oh. This is gonna make us sad. This is gonna make us real sad. That looks like a firing squad. Oh man, visual calculus is so cool though.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The morning sun rises beyond the horizon, radiating the first light of the day. The order was carried out at dawn.
Why though?
A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle.
Yeah.
Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Jeez. Look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background.
Of course.
Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Who were they?
Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world.
My comrades. My poor comrades. Look at the line of soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? Men of duty, dark duty.
Who were they?
Murderers, twisted by orders, young boys forced into killing.
Well, let's see who was forcing the killing. Look at the person standing on the side.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who was who in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution.
At first, the lieutenant doesn't say a word. He just stares at the wall.
Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets are being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Really? Man.
Or maybe...
Hey, I succeeded on a reaction. That doesn't happen. You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall.
Huh.
To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Okay.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Well, we leveled up again, so it was worth it. Some dark shit right there. Put these back on, and... Was it glasses, I think? These glasses. Plus to encyclopedia. Wash basin. What are we doing with a wash basin? So we can do the stained glass window again now. Okay. I think we will do that last trap and then probably call it an evening, to be honest. Getting to be about that time. Where is this last trap? Check the trap near the canal you cross southeast of the village. Okay. I don't think there's anything else up here. Let's go take a look. Get that last trap. Make poor Kim run around. Sorry, bud. Okay, this looks like a canal. Alright. This is probably the village here. So we'll just keep going east. I'm assuming this is east. Where are you, canal? Come on. There it is.
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds.
Look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
It's always so cold. Shivers is always so cold. Reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
What? Look closer.
No locust.
What?
No phasmid either, but still.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
The lieutenant studies the trap with you.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with this trap. But what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out? Yeah, it probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Moral needs to know. You're right, but I still need to tell the cryptozoologist about this. You're right, the crypto research has been stupid. I get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with this trap.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
Well, what if it was a plasmid and it got out?
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We are not cryptozoologists. We are cops.
It does not look like he thinks you're right. He adds for clarity that we're not cryptozoologists, we're cops. Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Money? There's money in them there hills. People around here just leave money everywhere.
This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Hold on, don't you mean the scene of the crime? Yeah, it sure does look like a lot of folks partied here. What do you mean the scene of the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
It sure does look like a lot of people partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Fancy. Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time laughing here. This was some kind of theater to them, a circus production by a great clown. Was this party against the law on the ice like it? It's probably a public danger. Circus production by a great clown.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
Yeah, he's protecting me. 100% protecting me. Money. Money. Alright, we got the money. And we got all the traps, so I think we'll call it there. And then on the next one we've got so much to do. We've got to call the station and the library. We've got to tell the guy about his traps. We've got to confront the Hardy Boys. Got to look at the window again because it's finally time to look at the window. We have to wait for this for 11 hours for this to go away so that we can try to open up some doors and a freezer. So much to do. So many tasks, so little time. Ask the little girl in the fishing village down the coast who knows something about the armored gloves. Did we not do that? Alright. I'm just going to run over to where she is so that I remember to do that next time, but we're not going to get into that conversation for tonight. But if I'm near her, then at least I will remember, because that is why I'm near her. So we want to be over here. There we go. Because there's no other reason for me to be in this house except to talk to her, so I will remember to talk to her next time. Because we want to find those gloves since we got the boots and we got the chest piece. Alright, so let's go ahead and save that. And speaking of next time will be on Sunday, as I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So that will be the next stream. I tend to stream 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Both of those times are ish. Started a little late today, like I have been recently. It's been 9:30 recently. This whole week actually, I think it was 9:30. But we streamed till 12:42 to make up for it. Try to do a full 3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that. It might be a little bit late again on this Sunday, as it is Super Bowl Sunday. And while I am not invested in the game, it's still an occasion to do something interesting. Maybe there'll be some fun commercials or what have you. So we'll shoot for 9, but maybe it'll be a little bit after 9 when we start on Sunday. If you are still with me, hey, thanks for hanging out. I hope you are liking Disco Elysium as much as I am. And if you are catching me in the VODs, well, thank you for taking a couple minutes out of your day to spend some time with us while we enjoy Disco Elysium. If you want to catch us live, like I said, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. And if you don't want to have to remember any of that, well, the easiest way to do that is to become a Viking Raider. Very simple. You just click that follow button. And that's the equivalence of grabbing an oar and jumping in the longboats with us as we explore all the gaming that there is to have. All right, I'm going to head out. Hope you all have a good night. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks much for hanging out.